We got it next. That's how you finesse. We come for they next. We come to collect. Did it all on my own, yeah. When it brought it back home, yeah. Now they calling my phone, yeah.
Yeah, that's actually where I felt. Seeing one, I felt like I was getting noticed a little bit, but like when I got to Ever, I felt like my name is actually out here now. Like that's when I felt like but my teammates, of course, made sure that happened too. Like the way they run their social media, the way they present themselves, that played a big role as well. But yeah, yeah, that's when I feel like I started really getting my exposure. You know, after I think it was like my second or third game against Seychelles,
Yeah.
and then Club CNN. After those two games, just buzzing everywhere. Just Godard this, Godard that. We was just buzzing everywhere. So yeah, that's where it came from. That's where exposure like really exploded in Portugal.
Yeah, I know, like that's the thing, I felt like you guys were everywhere. Like I saw one dunk of oh my god, I forgot his name.
Lucas.
Yeah, of Lucas. And I was
Yeah.
like, it was on in one page and one random page, and I was like, wait, I already seen it, of course, because I follow you guys. I was like, damn, here too, like, and it was not even you, it's like you expect that from the guys that are following you and stuff like that, but then seeing Lucas, it's like you didn't ever bring you more experience, exposure, but you also bring exposure to your teammates, which is really good, and this following like the question, like you talked, I think you answered the question that I'm going to ask you now. I think you answered while we were talking, but like how did you feel like in your time there, like giving exposure to your teammates, giving having exposure from the team, even with the girls, how did you feel there, like how was the feeling?
I felt a lot of that I did like out of just genuineness because I felt they deserved to be known more. Like both teams, like I felt the way they worked their ass off from the coaching to the players. I felt the boys team deserved to be on CN1, and or even if they don't make it, they deserve to be known. Like they deserve to be respected. And
Yeah.
know, when they hear that name Godard or however, what do you call it? And I don't even know how to say it correctly. Still, I
André,
used to say
André do
Andre.
Kesland.
I used to say Andre resente. I used to say that, but
It's resend, but it's okay. You say it the way how you like it, how you know how to say it. It's good. As long as it's talked about, we don't give a fuck. You can say it wrong. People were gonna search. It's gonna appear.
yeah, I really say Godard. I don't even try to say that to make myself look stupid. I keep it simple, but I just say Godard. But nah, yeah, but yeah, a lot of that shit I just did junior because I just felt they deserved to be seen. So I was like, fuck it. I'm already kind of good with promoting myself, like put my shit out there and knowing who to connect with, like So I just did my research here in Portugal. Shout out to Ball for You. I seen Ball for You. I'm like, okay, yeah, they look like they know what they're doing. They trying to bring more culture to the game. They're recording the games, doing the highlights and shit. So I'm like, okay, perfect. Shout out to Basketball Nicotis. Notice how you say their name? Am I saying it right?
Say it slowly, 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 slowly. Say it slowly.
Basketball Nauticus.
It's
Nauticus.
good. It's good. It's
I
good.
no, you gotta tell me how to say it right. Don't let me
I'm
look
still
stupid.
trying to understand what you're saying. That's why I can't say it.
Hold on. The page that posts all the biggest. I feel like the biggest page in Portugal.
Notícias basquetebol?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Basquetebol notícias.
Noticias.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it works.
I still didn't say it right, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Um, Shout out to them and Ball for You. I seen like the type of culture they were trying to bring, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna contact to these people. And Ball for You actually seen me already,
Yeah.
like through somebody else, and then I peeped they was watching. I was like, fuck it, we might as well work together. And you know, they help, you know, put our names out more. And yeah, so it was just working with genuine people and just trying to get that shit out as much as possible, you know. But I feel like we did a good job with promoting, you know. I feel like that page grew, like not just from me though, from all different angles, but I tried my best, of course, with like the people I knew, and then like with my crowd to, you know, try to bring that shit together, you know. But it was a great experience.
Nah, like I love hearing people talking good experience with Andre, because it kind of like made my name. And if I'm able to do this and people watch this, and if either talk shit or talk good, like it's because I was in baby boy, I was almost canceled, so it's okay. But even if they talk good, they talk bad, they talk whatever, if I can do it and have a name in basketball, it all comes with Andre. Of course, I did my share part to make sure that Andre also had, their exposure. And in the beginning, when we didn't have any teams on CN1, worked my ass off too. But like, they also bring, my name into the game. And if I can do whatever I can do right now and be happy with whatever I can do, it's surely because of them. So I love to hear people, having good times there, and enjoying their time there. But like, I feel like now we have to pass to probably, one of the places that it could have been the best place for you, but he ended up not, working. And of course, I'm talking about São Joanense. And like, that's, I have a few notes here, of course. Like I say here, like, you finally received your well-deserved D1 opportunity, but unfortunately you suffered an injury. And they didn't want to, wait for you, didn't want to have you, whatever it is, you will explain it. But how did you feel with that, like, how was like the feeling of like, getting that D1, offered, working your ass off for that D1 offered, getting injured, and they didn't want to, you know keep you, like, how was that, how was the feeling?
Um, it was just the business side part. I had to understand. Actually, also, I was actually supposed to be with Club Sync first.
Yes.
If you remember, I was supposed to be with
Yeah,
them.
think baskets. Yes.
And if you actually see now, they're in a fight to go to Pro Liga. So
Yeah, I know.
I look back with them all the time and think like, damn, what if I stayed there? But I practiced with them for a few weeks. That didn't work out. I guess the play styles didn't match. Understandable, it's a business. Moved to San Jornades, and same thing with the injury. They just made a business decision. It's just part of the game, and I have to accept it. Of course I used it as motivation and fire to get back. That's just how every player should do it. If something don't go out your way, just be professional about it, and then I learned from my mistakes, but I'm just telling players for the future, just be professional about it, move on, and use it as fire on the court. And that's what I did when I moved to my next stage, and learned some things the hard way, but use that fire on the court and stay to the code, and it got me here.
Yeah, I get that, but like, do you feel like, so now I'm pushing it, but like, do you feel like if you haven't gotten like injured, would you like be one step closer to your ultimate dream? Like, because right now, like, guy is not in the best position, but we will be talking about that. He's not in the best position in their phase, but like, Sanjones is like, it's good. Like, if you stay there, do you feel is like that you would be one step closer to like the ultimate dream that you have here in Portugal?
Um, Everything happens for a reason. The way basketball works, I don't really think that. Maybe it probably would have happened,
Yeah.
but I do. I always stick to that. Like, everything happens for a reason. Like, it worked out the way it did. I was like, no, this is not for no reason. Like, God has something else planned for me that I don't see. And I think this is, I don't want to skip forward, but this is where this part comes in, Gaia. But Yeah, everybody has their own process and on different routes. I don't think that was my time there yet or at the moment. So
That's a good answer. That was a clean answer, but that was a good answer. Well, like then grabbing a little bit here on the injury side, I feel like this is something that lots of players come through and then have lots of problems with injuries. How was the process of coming back from an injury like that?
process was tough. First, you don't have the support as you have at home. You know, you
Yeah.
can't. You know, you don't have people helping out or family to call like just to come over. You know, it's different. So I had to tough that shit out. You know, it was either it felt like either do or die in that moment. Like, what are you gonna do? Are you just gonna say fuck it because you're injured and you had to come back through this way, or are you gonna tough it out and fight through? Like, and I had to um, I did some crazy shit though. Like after I got like fully recovered and cleared from the hospital, only practiced like twice that week. Still hella medication in me. I'm not even fully, myself yet. I'm just trying to hurry up and get back to it. You know me, just trying to hurry up and get back to it. Played
Rushing
the
things
first,
up.
rushing things up. Um, we lost that first game, but after that game, I ain't gonna lie, I threw up like a motherfucker too. Like, I was not myself. Like, threw up all that medication. That's what I felt like. I was just still in recovery mode. But after that, that's when I felt like things clicked. Like the fire just kicked in after that first game. After I let off that shit, from being sick for so long, and out. But after that, that's when the fire kicked in. So it's just so from
And
there.
and
That
that yeah, so you were saying, sorry, I stopped you with it.
No, it was okay. I was about to say that run that I when I went back to Masao, that run was fucking crazy. Like most fiery I've ever felt on the court. Like
Yeah, I was like going to um to Monson. I was like talking about it, like I wanted to step to that, because I know a few players that you play with from either are coaching me or playing with me, or just with my, how can I say this, journey through basketball.
mhm.
Like, played lots of times against Monson, had lots of um you know um tournaments there to for the sectionals or whatever selections,
Sectional,
as for now what we call Festa do Basketball, the basketball party for under 16 and under 14. I had lots of times to go. Lots of times I went to Monson with the team, with Viana team and stuff like that. And most of the people that you played with in Monson were either or my coaches were there, at the same times on the men teams,
well,
and stuff like that. So I know some of those players, and I was like, damn, he's about to crack shit open with them, because they are hungry dogs, and it's funny because you were supposed to come back to Cordo, right? And then they were a joint team, for what I understood.
yeah, they combined together people from Cora and my style. So, and I'm glad. I'm actually glad that happened that way. To be honest, I'm glad I was able to connect with the people from my style as well. Just build a bigger family. They're all good peoples, all great people. It was kind of the same vibe as well with Evra, in a sense. Like, they do treat everybody like a family there. They're
Yeah.
real united there. Yeah, but yeah. Besides that, though, I'm glad they didn't take some things the wrong way, because when I was there, it was like I was there strictly for business. Like, I really didn't want to fuck around at all. Like, I was in a different mode. So
Yeah, Yeah, I got you because that's one of my questions. Like I was like, while you were there, like you were putting crazy numbers, like dude, like those numbers were not human. The thing is like because you could have put those numbers in like 2 3 games. No, you were putting those numbers every single fucking game, losing, winning, whatever. You were putting numbers like lots and lots and lots of numbers on your statistics and what you did. And that's what I was like, I need to ask him this because I'm 100% sure you had, but like did you feel like you had, like you were playing with something to prove?
Too much. Like and it wasn't even more so like to the coaches, or this was more so to myself. Like this was like a question to myself: how much do you want this shit? I can't blame this on coaches, or I can't blame shit on nobody in the past. This is shit is gonna happen regardless. It's just on how you move forward. How much do you want this shit? You back on the court, you got another opportunity. What the fuck are you gonna do with it? That's how I was. That was just my mindset the whole time. What the fuck are you gonna do with this right now? Let's live or die. Every practice, every game. That was just the mindset. Live or die. What are you gonna do? So, uh, I fed into it with the right energy, you know, and practice, like I said, and in the games, and that shit paid off. Like I felt vicious, man. It felt
I,
good
I,
though, like, but it just felt good to still play with the right intentions as well. Because even though, and as crazy as it sounds, even though I was dropping those numbers, I tried my best to keep that team involved. I didn't want my team to feel like I'm here to go crazy. Like they knew that shit was natural. Like that shit was, I'm doing this shit so I can help us win. If I got past that
yeah,
motherfucker last shot because you open, I'll do that. Or, if you get hot and if I don't care if I got 5 points, if you get hot, we're gonna get you going. I'm gonna keep giving you the ball. Keep scoring. They knew I was, so um, that's kind of the mixture and a problem that I knew was gonna come out of this. It's a curse and a
no
gift.
blessing. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You putting up hella numbers, they're like, oh shit, you putting up crazy numbers, and you got some coaches like, you know, this motherfucker only care about scoring. So now I gotta fight this, and people don't even know I love, because you've been watching me for a long time. I love defense. I love that shit. Like damn near as much as offense. I love that shit. So people don't believe me. Like I fiend for that shit. My
No, I
squad be
see
posted.
you. I see you. I see you. I see
You
you.
know, And shout out to my high school coach, rest in peace. But that's where that shit started. Like just having me fiend on defense, just how you do for offense. Really have more energy on defense than you do for offense. So that's where that came from. But yeah, just having to uh beat that idea that's just being thrown at me that I only care about statistics. So
Yeah. Now, but like, of course, like you had like that pressure onto you, like not the pressure, but like, I feel like you played like you had something to prove because coming from a D1, then going back to D2, and then having to combine, teams so you could play, and it's like, and it's I love Monsong, but it's in Monsong, it's in the middle of fucking nowhere, and
um
in the middle, I'm sorry, it is. I love Monsong, but it takes me almost 2 hours to get there from here, and it's on the same fucking city. Like, it's too fucking far away, you know. And the thing is, like, it's in Monsong, in middle of fucking nowhere, in one of like could have said toughest, probably most like unwashed group of the CN2. It's like people don't fucking care here, and you have to prove on yourself way, 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 way like better, or more than you would have like in Alentejo or in Lisbon if you stayed in Lisbon. Like you coming here to the middle of, we call this Alto Minho, which is like even more than north, is like super north, coming to the super north of Portugal, and where basketball is just like, oh, if you don't know how to play soccer, you can go play, other sports. But it is like that, and having to putting on those crazy numbers and keeping the attention of people and stuff like that. I guess like that's when you how you get back to D1, because you proved to yourself and to everyone that is like, I can put on crazy numbers, but I also can put on D, locking down on D, and stuff like that. And for the people who actually watch the games and know how to scout and know how to watch that shit, they see that most of like your dunks or most of your like your crazy fucking highlights come after good D.
After,
Come after like a steal, coming after like a big different defense there where your center gets a rebound and you just push it, and that's good basketball.
mm,
And that's one of the things that I love to see you do, and I guess that's one of the reasons why you get the D1 again with Gaia, playing for FC Gaia. And you know how can I say like this, like how, because this is like the thing is like you go from Monson, which is like one of the places like on the bottom of like the fucking hurt, like they people don't know where Monson is, and then you come back again to D1 to FC Gaia. um it's like this, does this feel like pushing like forward towards your dream, of playing in the league? Because you always say it on your Insta stories, like I'm going to be playing here one day, and it's probably like the FC court or like the Benfica court, and you always say like I'm going to play here one day, and I feel like that's one of your dreams. And do you feel like coming to FC Gaia, even though it's not like the best team on the D1, do you feel like that's still being pushing forward towards your dream?
yep, I think this is part of my journey for sure to help me get to that top league is a long process from here.
Of
I'm
course.
really not. Of course, that's my goal, but like right now, currently, I don't think about it at all. Like if of course if I go to a game, it reminds me. I have that moment like I want to be here, and then I snap back to like right now. So I know for sure this is part of my purpose and just part of my lane to get there. Guy is, you know, they're in a situation that's pretty tough right now, but even with the history here, it's good. Know or don't know. They've been in top league before, all levels. So, the history here is, like I said, is good. And the pressure we're in right now to keep it going, but I feel like this is building me up for something to be able to play in top league. And to be able to play in top league, you have to deal with pressure, from different angles. It's not just about scoring. It could be like some big shit, like this, dropping a whole different division. That's a lot of fucking pressure. So um,
I don't
now it's
know. Do you feel like you're there's more pressure on the team, or like more pressure on you, when or more expectations on you and how you should be performing?
um damn, that's a tricky question. From my view, it could sometimes feel like it's a lot of pressure on me, but um, I just have to think like as long as I just do my best and do my part, the pressure is on everybody together. You know,
Of course.
not really singled out. If I'm bullshitting, then the pressure is on me. So that's just how I look at it. But in general, regardless, everybody's gonna feel pressure, stressed a little bit, tensed up. I don't think they haven't been in a situation like this in a long time, so it's hitting them very different. But we fighting through, as you can see. We're not giving up, and got one more fight this weekend. And I feel bad because it's like, damn, you're from there, and it's like we had to play them. So, but
It's
uh,
okay. What
no,
time it is again?
huh? Oh,
What's at what
you
time
don't
is again?
you don't even know what time the game is. Yeah, never
No,
mind.
I don't. I don't. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I can figure it out. Like, give me 2 seconds. See, I'm gonna. I'm. because this is always like, see, I literally have it right here. No, I don't. They didn't post it, but they still haven't posted.
Is that yeah? Oh, it should. I thought.
No, they did.
Oh, not on the team pages
Oh,
yet. No,
okay. See,
it's on the website. I believe.
see, I don't watch the website because every time I go to Federation, I get stressed out.
Why?
You know, because I go on my phone, it doesn't work there very well. You know, not the phone, the
What?
Federation site on the
Uh-huh.
phone, it doesn't work very well. So I have to click it like thousands times, and I get stressed. So I don't go there. I watch.
I thought it was just my phone. Okay, so everybody probably go through this shit then.
Oh yes, yes we
Okay.
do. We do. Don't worry. It's the Federation. It doesn't support the phone. You know, just PC. So yeah, I have to do all my work for the videos and stuff like that. Looking at the screen, I can't even lay down on my bed, just scrolling. I can't do that because I need to be having like 50 tabs open. So yeah, and Federation doesn't help with site on the phone. So yeah, but no, I don't know what the time it is and what time it is. So do you know what the time it is? Then I will have know, and then you shout it out here. Maybe people will see it more.
Let me make sure I look so I can.
See, even you don't know what the time it is. See, like I said, you were mocking me, but I'm not the one playing. You are, and you don't know the time. So
Saturday. Just I want to make sure. Hold on. Okay, this was
he left the game. Oh my god. He went to see what at what time it is. Like just left the chat. He just left the chat. He's gonna be all stressed out.
okay. I'm about to say, what the fuck is going on?
Jamie Lamar has left the chat.
I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know what the fuck my phone is acting up. It's this website. I blame the website.
Oh, okay.
I blame the website because as soon as I got on there, that's when shit started acting up.
I told you.
All right, here we go. 21:30, 9:30.
9:30 Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday, April 5th.
Okay. Maybe I will watch it. Maybe I'll go there and watch it. So yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
need
will be. I'm sure it's going to be a great game, of course, because it's do or die. Everybody's going to play their heart out. So
yeah, because I feel like they are. I don't know if they are. I don't know if they are facing relegation too.
yeah, it's either us or them.
Oh yeah. I was like, are they doing like that? Because it's too many teams right now. Like I need to focus on who I'm watching and what I'm watching. But yeah, like facing relegation, and it's like I think we should talk about it. Like because you and even like my team, let's say my team because they were my team last year, are facing relegation, and I'm 100% sure that both teams are giving 110%. But like, how do you keep push? How do you motivate yourself to push harder than ever like now, right now?
Um, just using all the fire. I'm kind of still using fire from the past.
Yeah.
um, to motivate me now, but sometimes my agent tells me this all the time. Like I need to find something in the moment that gives me fire, not something from the past. And that's what I'm doing now. Just living in the moment with this team. You know, fighting through the good and bad. It's just living in the moment, like just enjoying the process. As crazy as this sounds, enjoying this process. Um, that's what's helping me fight through. And if I stress it too much, put too many expectations on myself, shit will go downhill really fast. Especially on a situation like this. So um, I'm just going with the flow. Of course, just working and then just trying to live rent free in a sense. That's how I've been playing my best when I live rent free, like no high expectations. You know, just get the job done. You know, so uh, but playing here though, it's with this pressure, I'm loving it at the same time. Of course, it can be hell, but I'm really loving this because I know it's building me up for something in the future. Like you know, so we get this job done Saturday. It's gonna be it.
I'm just saying. I'm saying good luck. I'm not saying you're gonna win because if we don't have the guys in the D in the CN one, the girls are doomed. So it's no, it's a 50-50 balance right
I don't expect you to say, you know, I hope you to win. I hope you win, knowing you from the SO. It's no,
now. It's
no
like
love lost. No love lost.
I love all the teams that I went through. I pride myself from to be loving the shirt too hard. Embracing the what you have close to your chest. And I've been playing with those girls, not with those girls, against those girls my entire life. I had the pleasure to, at least for now, have my last season with them, of playing basketball, and I couldn't have it any other way than with playing with the girls that played with me all my life, and that showed me that it was possible for me to go forward, and they were the ones pushing me in the beginning. So, like I said, ending my career for now, because we never know tomorrow, but like for now, ending my career with them and with that team was a big yes for me, and that's why one of the reasons why I left Andre. It was to finalize everything that basketball bring me as a player on the city that I started. But yeah, like I can just say, like I expect you to give your best, but I can just tell you, like, go win that shit, because it's kind of, it's my heart and my mind against each other, because if I could have been a good host and saying you're gonna win that shit, but at the same time it's like it's my family, and it's gonna be a good game. I bet it's gonna be careful with the crowd. The crowd is tough as
Oh,
hell.
that's what I was hearing a lot. Like your crowd is pretty crazy. Like, I,
At the game, at the guys' games, at the girls' games, they are not. They
oh,
stay put. It depends, because it depends if one of the mothers of one of the players goes there, because she's pretty loud and I fucking love her. But at the guys' games, they are really, really tough. It's a really tough crowd. It's a place where it echoes a lot, so
mm,
the crowd goes crazy, crazy, and then it's awesome. It's like watching like a pro league game in terms of like crowd and stuff like that. Especially if the crowd is well put together, and
right.
it's gonna be the final, so it's gonna be well put together, and I expect it to be a awesome game, and I expect you to enjoy yourself, enjoy the ride, like you say. It's gonna be tough, and facing relegation is not good on anyone, especially when you have all eyes put on you, and you're probably gonna have tough D on you and stuff like that. I know you're expecting that, but it just have fun. I think it's the main thing, because if you don't have fun, it's everything is gonna go to shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, on that, that's all I'm gonna say, because I'm not gonna say shit about you winning or about you losing. I'm gonna stay put, because for the last few months I haven't knocked shit. I always bet on the wrong team. So
Hey, yeah, we just gonna see, man. You know what happens. Will be a tough one, but hey, I had plenty of moments though like this already, like with pressure. Like I felt it wasn't this level, of course, but I felt almost kind of equal when we played against Lydia when I was
yeah,
with Gadar. I felt like a high level of pressure. Like this is a really intense game, and of course, the crowd was intense, the defense was intense, pressure, shit talking. I've been here millions of times, so just trying to just keep the same mindset every game. But yeah, it's been a fucking journey, man. Like I don't know what's coming next, but I'm just enjoying the journey now, and this shit has been. I'm not gonna lie. After this season ends, I'm gonna be like, whew, like It's been a hell of a ride, man. It's been, personally, but
I do.
it's
I
been a ride.
do. And I know there's gonna be many blessings in your way. I'm 100% sure of that. Like, just keep on grinding, and keep on like persevering the dream, and keep on being humble, and try to humble yourself first before getting humbled by somebody else, because
That's the worst one.
that's the worst one. When you have to get humbled by somebody else. It's when
Yeah.
you're going to get knocked out. And yeah, I feel like for now, and from what I've been watching, you keep it humble. Of course, you don't have to always be humble, and I feel like confidence comes with not being humble in the game.
Yeah.
And but the moment you step out of the court, keep on being humble, keep on grinding, because I believe, even winning, losing next weekend, like, there's still gonna be lots of stuff coming in your way, and I do believe that you are a player that can play pro league or even the league. So it's always, baby steps, as I used to say. My dream was playing D1, because I always knew that I wasn't a league player, and I got there. So if your dream is to, play on the league, play really professional, it's going to happen. One way or another, it's going to happen. You just have to keep on grinding, and keep on reaching for those opportunities, and keep on, just working for it.
Hmm.
So
I
yeah,
get. I appreciate you so much for like not only I won't. It's good and bad people everywhere, but some people, they just see some things and they're just quick to stick with it. You've seen, I'm sure, bad things about me and the good, and you didn't make no quick judgments. You always just, you probably had that mindset. Let me just see how he reacts, or just give him a chance. Let's just see what he does. And I just appreciate your mindset and just giving me this chance, because without that, if you were stuck to that mindset, we would never have this conversation today. So I appreciate you so much for trusting in my journey and
of course.
supporting me here.
It's Of course, I still have three more questions, because I always do
No,
those.
no, I just had to put that out there, but we still
No,
here.
no, I know, but like, I have three more questions that I think, like, because first we need to talk about you going viral right now, because we
Oh
talked
man.
about being humble. I know what I'm doing,
Oh
baby. Don't
man.
worry. We talked about you being humble, and then we are talking about you going viral as shit. Like, for
Man.
real though. Like, I don't know if people saw it, but I'm gonna put it out, the video, right now, for people who haven't saw it, to see it for the first time, which I believe they won't be. It won't be the first time they see it. So I'm going to put it right here, and then we're going to talk. So, a moment. Let's talk about this video. Like, this video, I couldn't even couldn't even reach the fact, like, I couldn't go search for views, because there's like 100 pages that have this video, the comments, the shares, the likes. I was like, let me try and search how many. Like, it's on your page, it's on Overtime, it's on everywhere, it's on everywhere. Like, we had to talk about this dunk. We have to talk about this video. Like, did you expect to be viral, to have this many views and reposted?
Uh, I'm not gonna lie. When the dunk first happened and I seen it on camera, I had a feeling it was gonna go viral, but not Baller's Life viral, not that level. I was thinking, just the regular crowd, not, you know what I mean, like just regular
Yeah.
crowd, probably more than a few usual likes and views, but no, not to that extreme. And yeah, that shit was unexpected. I'm not
That
gonna.
was crazy, like, that was crazy. First of all,
Uh,
the dunk is crazy, the step backs on dribble between the legs, doing an alley up to yourself. And it's like, people look at you and probably don't think, oh, of course they look at you and like, this guy can bounce, but like, that takes that was a poster, like that was not even like a dunk to nobody else. Like you posters a big guy, like
Yeah.
that's the thing, you know. And people, and like looking at it and like being like, whoa, like, you know, seeing how many people share that, and people that even don't know who you are, like people
Mhm.
just sharing it because it's fucking cool, you know. Like that's fucking awesome. And not expecting that, of course, like you also always expect, you know, to your content to have a little bit of views and to have going viral and stuff like that. But that was another level.
Yeah,
Like
that was.
that was crazy. Like that was, I was like, there's gonna be a fucking moment where I see one of the fucking players from, you know, a fucking league like sharing that shit. That was like the only thing that could have happened. That it, I don't know if it did or not because I don't follow all of them. But yeah,
You know, it probably's been talked in those doors, you know, and I just don't know yet. But I haven't talked to nobody, you know, or seen nobody share. Well, a lot of top level overseas players and all, but no NBA players. So, but I still enjoyed the fact that it was just special for me because, like we talked about earlier, in high school, ball is life was a big thing. So to see myself on there, I think that's what meant the most to me. Like I used to, you know, it's right. It just went in a circle. Like I used to watch these players so much on there. Now I'm on here, so. Shout out to Fear Academy as well, Ricardo, and all the people that made that happen, the cameraman as well. Um, you know, that was and shout out to Joel too. I'm not gonna lie, the person I don't. If it wasn't for him, that actually started from him busting my ass. I'm not gonna lie, he was busting my ass, and I was like, all right, fuck that. I'm tired of this shit. Like I even said it in the comments of the on the page.
yeah,
Somebody asked, like, you know, was this personal or I was like, no, he was just busting my ass. You know, like we were playing games to 7, 1-on-1 each angle. The first game 7-0. Whoop my ass 7-0. Mind you, this is my first time competing with a CN1 player like that too, and he was the MVP. So this is really levels. So after that first game, I was like, shit. And then the second game, I lost, but it was still close. But Joel's a great player, but he walks like, you know, you got a little cockiness to him. And I felt that energy, like I can compete with him. So I was like, fuck that. You know, next time I get this ball, it's crazy because when I got the ball on that play, I told myself to do that full play. Like I told myself I'm gonna literally stop, pump fake, throw it off the glass and dunk. I told myself. So that's just crazy because it actually happened. Like damn, after I dunked, even though I made it face, like I knew what I was doing in my head, I'm like, fuck, I just made that happen for real. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, damn, I just really did it. Oh shit. But
like you were just like a kid inside, like being,
yeah.
"Wah!" But on the outside, it's like normal day, you know, at the office, we good. Like just let me put my tag in, let's go home. You know, that's how I feel when I make a three. So it's like it was like the biggest bullshit ever. Like, nah, just an office
Just
day.
another day, but in here, you like, yeah.
It's literally like that because I
Mhm.
feel like you compose yourself so good that I was like, even I thought it was like that shit is personal as fuck. Like you took him to the fucking rim, you know, like and seeing like you know that those type of plays that you don't see normally in games and stuff like that, because you know of the game and the type of game that we play, and seeing like that coming from here and stuff like that, and seeing you doing that shit, it's like it's funny to us, like funny in the good way, like funny in like in the excitement way, because um that's what we want from the guys from America to come here and do, and it'll be explosive, be, you know, um I don't want to say dramatic, but like when I say dramatic, it's like on this playing style, you know, like being
Right.
like all,
A lot
you
of people.
know, top shit, you know, like crazy stuff, you know, going to the rim, slam dunk, like that's one of the things that we expect, you know, and we expect like us for to have to calm you down, and most of the times like the players that come here, it's more players that couldn't make it in the US, and then they come here to try and make it because it's a smaller league and you can make it whatever, and then they just like do the basic shit, and then we're like,
Right. Boring. Wrap it up.
yeah,
Right.
we had one player that couldn't that didn't, I love him to that, but he didn't dunk. He was like almost 7 foot. He didn't fucking dunk. He didn't want it. He didn't like to dunk. And I was like, you motherfucker. I literally looked at him and I'm like, you about to dunk this shit or I'm about to block your ass. And he looked at me.
All right.
He looked like this. Like it was like just me looking like this, treading him like, dunk that shit. And he looked at me and be like, nah. And I was like, nah. It's okay. It's okay. No, we took care of the shit. Like me, Katarina, Nay, Monique, I guess.
Oh,
Monique.
y'all had Nay and Monique too. Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
All y'all was on her. Yeah.
Like we were playing a game like it was the girls versus the guys, and he was on our team because we needed a big guy because Franco was there, like a Brazilian
I
guy.
was about to ask, are you talking about Alyssa boyfriend?
Yeah.
The one
Yeah.
that you was telling to dunk?
No, not Franco. We just to dunk. You couldn't ask Franco to dunk. He dunks all alone.
Okay.
He dunks on air. Like if he can, he dunks on air.
He will. Okay.
He will dunk on air. Literally, he just will dunk it. But like that's how much Franco loves to dunk. But like Franco was being explosive, and then our guy was supposed to be a center. He was being like soft, and they're like, "All right, okay, get out, Elisa, come in." And no, that was not what we did. No, we did. We asked Franco to switch up, and then Franco said, "Let Elisa play."
Oh man.
And it was only us, the girls, and I told Elisa like, "Get the fuck out! He's fucking mine." I didn't let him go to the rim. I was like, I wasn't playing defense. I was literally blocking his ass. Like I was like, get out, boxing out. And Katarina was like, what the fuck? I was like, play. And everyone was laughing their asses off. But like, we won the game, and they were actually playing. They were not joking around. It was the year that we got there, that we were on Division 1, and we were crazy. Like as a team. Like we had everything to the point. And when they were like, "Oh, this girl is crazy right now," and they was like, "Kalala, you're crazy." She was laughing her ass off. Like,
but y'all need that mix of craziness though. That's why y'all was able to win so much.
yeah, that's the thing. Like you need to be crazy, and that's what we want from people that come to play for us and get paid to play for us. We want all of it, and then we want to shape it to the teams that we have. Of course, that's not the point, but like we want the crazy parts. We want the dunks. We want the flashy shit, the flashy. But at the same time, we want people. We want the balance. And when you have like somebody who's like, yeah, it's cool because it's chill, and you're not going to have problems or managing it. But at the same time, it's like, what's the fun? Where's the fun? Where's the motherfucking fun?
It's no risk being taken. It's no.
Yeah, Yeah, that's the thing, like, but
it's a hard balance though for some people though, because some people just get stuck on just one side so much, and then when they try to switch back, they just some people just like I just said, once they get stuck, they don't even want to just go back. They try and they don't like the feeling and they just say, fuck it, I'm gonna just stick to so it's a hard balance to even try to switch it over or maintain it, but yeah, it's tough, but
yeah, but like I think it's like the Portuguese experience, like it's hard for you guys because you guys never know what we want because every team wants a different thing. I'll be the first one to say that we sometimes want stupid things from players. We want stupid things from players. We want our players to be LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Magic, and probably Caitlin Clark at the same time. And a little bit of Shaq too. And Victor Wembanyama, a little bit of everyone. Like we want everyone. We want every NBA player in one playing for us. It's stupid. It's very stupid because we can't have it all, you know. But I think that's the Portuguese experience, and I don't know if that's something that you had, like that type of experience of like feeling like everyone wants a different piece of you. But um,
I'm not gonna lie, I'm sorry to cut you off, but I had that problem with Gadar a few times. Like when I
yeah,
first got there, you know, they didn't say it, but they play like it. Like Jamie, you about to just do everything. Fuck that, you motherfucker. Diogo, your ass about to play. Nunu, one of the smartest point guards,
I know,
cool,
right?
great point guard.
Lulu is
Ever
amazing.
fucking. You know what I'm saying? You better use that shit. You're not about to have me out here, killing myself. So, um, they actually did it though. Thank God. Like when I got on their ass and said I'm not about to be LeBron James and all this shit. It's like, okay, we're gonna do our parts. Nuno did his part. Duarte, Diogo, Lucas, everybody did their part. So
Yeah,
that was just a difference there. But there is, I've witnessed it myself. Uh, so some people overboard it, like they have that role where they could just be LeBron James, and they try to be it too much.
yeah,
Versus you having that, lecture. Some people don't deserve that lecture, that type of freedom at all. You know, if you know how to handle it, and if you're not gonna use it the wrong way, then yeah, expect a lot of expect everything from you. But some people when you got that pressure of LeBron James, want to score, rebound, block, it kind of turns into a selfish mindset.
yeah.
So just I'm trying to fight. I don't really have that problem, thank God. But other players, I know they try to fight out of that shit. So
So you would say that your overall experience in Portugal is a good experience, right?
yes. Well, I'm gonna be honest. There needs to be more culture here in basketball. There needs to be more culture here. Like the situation with there was a player for Victoria, the American guard, got suspended from a game for hyping the crowd or no, that's supposed to hype a crowd up even more in the players and the coaches, both sides. That's supposed to be a fun game. It shouldn't be no suspensions and it's been it's shit like that I've been witnessing like on all levels. But besides that, I love the basketball here. I love the culture. It's a double whammy in a sense. I love the different style, but the culture though, it just has to add more to it because you go to Greece, you see the crowd, oh, and then somebody talking shit. Okay, they want that.
Yeah, I know. I think I feel like there's it's also because we don't have security, like at our the places that we play. Like, I can talk here about one of the occasions that happened in one of my games. Like we had to stop the game because the crowd wanted to get in and
Ooh,
beat us up like the other team, and it was for something that I said that has nothing to do with the rest of my team, and it was not in the game. And I had like girls like 17, 15, 16 playing with me in a senior level, and it's like I if
mm-hmm.
I was alone, I would stood my ground, but I was with them, and I was like, "Bro, come down!" Like so it's that thing, and the referees here don't know how to handle it. They don't know how to handle that pressure of like hyping up and mocking and then chanting, because that's the thing that it's very American is chanting, you
It's
know,
time. Yeah, it's time.
and it's something that they are not used to here. That we don't chant. Like if we literally scream N1, we're gonna get a check. I got checks for screaming N1 like lots of times on the bench, on the bench. So like I literally I think like most of the my technicals came from me on the bench trying to hype my team up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I had this discussion with one referee from Lisbon, and me and her were actually taking a coffee after the game. Like we're all friends at the end of the day, and I told her like, You gave me a tag that was a bullshit
Oh,
tag.
you told her actually.
Yeah, I
You
literally
got
told her,
your
like, I
yeah.
told her, like, your tech, what the tech that you gave me was bullshit. Like, and she was like, oh, because you were screaming at at us. And I was like, I'm not screaming at you. I'm screaming at my team. I'm screaming at Katarina. I'm screaming at Nate. Like, let's go and one. Like, I'm pushing my fucking team. That's what I'm supposed to do because I'm the bench. I'm in the bench 30 minutes. I play like 5 minutes if I have the chance to. So let me just fucking have my moment. And she
Right.
was like, "Oh, but," and I was like, "You ruined the fucking chances of me getting in the game because you wanted to be a all fucking mighty and give me a tag because I was hyping my team."
That's part of the culture. That's part of the culture. You hype your team up with that. Another thing too, when a ref makes this is another thing I noticed like between Portugal and America with all just referees in general. If they make a bad call and I do this, tag
Yep.
real quick. Now in America, there's been a few times I've done this. I said, "What the fuck?" Like fuck. Ref come up to me, look, chill out, but look, this is why I gave you this call. Just do this different. You know what I'm saying? Next play. Now, if you do this shit again, then it's gonna be a attack, as I just told you. But you know what I'm saying? It's culture. Like they understand it's hella emotions. It's you know what I'm saying? We not trying to disrespect. It's we trying to
Yeah.
fucking win. Just how you wanted to support and trying to get in the game and impact. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so I noticed that difference here because here they don't want to hear that shit. The more I explain, it seems like the more they get mad.
Yeah.
So,
It is. It is. And listen, I referee my fair share of games, and I actually most of the times when I give a fault and the person reacts, I look at him. I say, "Calm the fuck down first," like
mhm.
because you have to study your ground too. So I get that part too. And it's like I come to you, I explain why I gave you the fault. You can agree or disagree. I'm not gonna change the what I did because it's done, it's done. But it's like you can express feelings, because do
Mhm.
you want us to play, to be, energetic and play and have, and then we can express feelings when we get attacked, we're gonna get a fall, when we get bumped, when you get whatever, like
Mhm.
it's stupid, because you expect us to be subtle and calm at a basketball game. It doesn't make sense.
Never
So I
gonna
get
happen.
what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Like it doesn't make sense for you to be like, oh, you have to play with energy and beat each other up, but then you get a whistle and you can't turn your head to see whatever the fuck happened.
Mhm.
Yeah, literally. I literally got attacked for saying to the referee that I did make the fault, not my teammate. It was me. I
Wait, you committed your friend's foul. I mean, your teammate
literally, it
foul.
was me. It was me and
Give you a tech.
Elisa. It was me and Elisa, and
Mhm.
we were on, arms up. She got in, and I actually think it was an offensive fall because I was literally grabbing Elisa for her to not move because Elisa had I think Elisa had like 4 faults.
That kind of sounds about right. Yeah, she
Yeah,
got in
and
trouble.
then I was grabbing her like this. She was like here, and I was like this, and then like the girl just went against us, and like the moment of like doing this, I made the fault.
Uh,
And but I didn't make the fault, and the guys were trying to get Lisa expelled, and it was like it was my fault. Yeah, it's always like this. They were like making small like adjustment. Stupid. Like when you see that a referee is like,
trying to
because
control the game and shit. Yeah.
try to slow the game, try to take the best players, not just on our team, like on both teams, try to take the best players out so they don't have to work as much because that happens.
That's why they do that shit. Okay. They don't
Yeah,
have to work as much. That makes sense. Damn.
yeah,
You just
but
snitched on
yeah,
them.
I know, right? Because I know the tricks. But the thing is, like, but the thing, like, I said, like, it was my fault, and I wasn't getting nervous, but like everyone around me was like so nervous because she was getting out, and I was like, the fault, it was my fault, and then I turned to the other referee and said it was my fault, and then the other referee was about to tell the guy, it was my fault because I was saying it was my fault. And he turned on me to me and he looked at me and he's like, dead in my eyes, like, I know that you didn't make the fault. You're just trying to protect her. And I was like, no, I made the fault. I was the one moving. And he was like, one other like that and you get attacked. And I was like, okay. I literally said, okay.
Hey,
I turned to Elisa to tell her I'm sorry. And I turned to Elisa and said, I'm ill. And he's just like, "Boop." And I was like, I looked at him and I was like,
yeah, he wanted that. He wanted to let that off his chest. So you wasn't no way around that. Like,
listen, that was the thing. Like, he expelled Elisa. He gave me a tag. So it was like 2 free throws plus the tag. And
mm,
then plus Luis Francisco getting, crazy as fuck. So plus another tag to Luis. Like, he was like just
all
disturbing.
Louise was the coach back.
Yeah, but that's the thing, like, instead of like trying to calm the game down, they just like start to
Take
attack
it up.
everyone. But
Yeah.
that's stupid. That's not how you call the game. Like, you can, say, if you don't stop, I'm going to give you a tag, and then come there and like talk and stuff like that, and be like, you can talk, but like calm down, or I can't, or I have to give you a tag because if you can't calm down, I'll give you a tag. But they don't want to do that. I feel like the more that you, the more that you play, the more you understand that the referees, and this is like Portuguese Federation's fault because they get paid really, 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 really bad. So
But not motivated to.
they are not motivated. They have to do
Yeah.
like 5 games in a weekend to get paid like $100. I'm talking about like our divisions. It's like
Mhm.
20 something per game, like for a game like that you have to
Yeah,
deal
for
with egos for 40 something minutes, like 1 hour and a half, play with egos, like having to, and you have, for you to make money, like you have to like to do like 5 or 6 games. That's stupid, you
yeah,
know
that's
so it gets to a point that it's like you are not against the referees, but at the same time, it's like, I get it why you're here and I get why you're like this, but it's like it's not my fault, because I'm playing my game.
I
But
mean,
yeah,
if they really doing it they just gotta enjoy the process until they get there. Shit, because like you said, it's not our fault. Shit, we didn't. You
but
know
it's
what
hard.
you?
I
I
think
mean,
it's harder to get up as a referee than it's to get as a player, because he has a lot of stuff, and
more.
you don't, yeah,
Yeah,
and you don't get paid that well to leave your job to be a referee. So even the guys that play that referee pro league and league have jobs. So yeah,
damn. On the side, right?
so
So
it's way different. That's why here the culture is so different. Because this is a sport, and it's not a way of life.
right, right. So yeah. Yeah, I got some players too that plays just like that. Like they want to take it serious, but the life part of them don't take it serious so much. So it just shows sometimes, but they want to though. So, but that's where the culture kind of comes in the mixture. But I don't think that's like more so like the players' fault or coaches. It's like I don't know where that would start, to be honest, and I think that should be a deeper conversation to have one day. Like, where does this start? Like to change the culture. I do think it can start with the players and agents and like coaches. It just depends on like Well, actually, let me start over. If the federation decides to make certain changes with the refs or whatever, that probably would add more culture. But
Yes, probably.
Probably, but I think that's a whole different, you
It's a
know.
whole different story.
Yeah.
But like, we could talk about this like for hours, because like you said, it's a good matter to talk, and I do believe that it's gonna be talked more about it and the culture around basketball here in Portugal. But like, I will like to make like one last question, and it's more like, if you could, like, like, if you could give one piece of advice to young boys in Chicago, to that dream to going pro, what would it be?
Um, First one, based off my experience, I was talking earlier, you just never know who's watching. Just always be on your best behavior. Don't be afraid to make mistakes as well. Um, if you know you're doing something genuine and just trying to get better, do not be afraid to make a mistake. Take smart risks, not dumb risks, you know. But stay humble and enjoy the process. You just never know what things will get you and who's watching. Uh, there's been plenty of times where right where I thought I was there. I showed, the game showed me I was 2 steps back. So enjoy the game. Enjoy the process. Um, this is going to be a little bit how do I call it? A little hard, but sometimes you just gotta shut the fuck up more than you talk. When we want to talk so much and think we know everything. No, shut the fuck up and listen to people. Like, you'll be surprised what you learn, even from people off the bench. If they don't play, coaches try to get as much knowledge as you can, and yeah, that's it.
I think that's the best advice ever. Like, shut the fuck up.
Okay. Yeah, that's coaches in America. Well, you try to talk back to a coach or something. Shut the fuck up. You don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's true. It's hard, but it's the truth. When I look back, I didn't know shit. So I still don't know everything now. Like, I'm still learning shit now. So just try to gain as much knowledge as possible.
Well, I guess like that's how we live things up. I think we should end it like this. Like, shut the fuck up. You want to make it pro? Shut the fuck up. That's how we should end. No, but really, thank you so much for being here and to talk with us. Like, this is like 2 hours and something. I will probably make 2 parts, by the way. Probably. But thank you so much for being here and for talking with me and talking about your life and your experience and how it was and just feeling free to talk about things, because most of the times people come here and just like answer just the questions that are made for and just don't like enjoy themselves or let themselves be free. And I feel like you let yourself be free and express yourself, and I think that's one of the things that people should do more is express themselves and be who they are. And some people will like you, some people don't, and it is what it is. But yeah, thank you so much. I don't know if you want to say something or anything before I do the outro in Portuguese, so people don't get mad at me for saying everything in English.
I'm just last thanks to you again for letting me on your show again, for trusting my journey and just allowing me to be on here. It means a lot to me, and for now, that's it. I already said thanks in a million different ways. I don't want to keep holding it up, but again, just thank you so much for letting me on here, and I appreciate the opportunity for expressing my career.
You're welcome. We never know. Maybe this will go viral as well as your video went viral. I hope so. Ball is live. I can cut it in like pieces of 15 seconds if you want. Like,
Yeah,
I can do that. I can do that. I will cut it like just all of them, like the things on TikTok, like part 230 fucking 5.
but just taking out important pieces and just putting like a small video. Yeah, you just never know. I could see shit like that blowing up. You just never know.
You never know.
And
Like,
I want to tell you this as well. Please keep this going. Like, what you have going now, I wanted to join as well, just as much as you wanted me, because of the work that you're putting out. So keep this going, and I feel like you're gonna get that right person as well, that's already really up there, that you're going to connect with, that's going to help you grow more as well. So please do not give this up.
thank you so much for those words. I really appreciate it. I'm just gonna do this really outro and then I will talk to you. Bem, malta, este foi mais um episódio do Traveling Hoopers. Já sabem, aqui nós tentamos sempre trazer as pessoas que estão a jogar no nosso país, que vêm de fora, não só americanos. Até agora têm sido pessoas que têm estado na André, porque é mais fácil para mim contactá-las e entrar em contacto com elas. Mas se alguma de vocês quiser recomendar uma teammate, pode recomendar uma teammate à vontade, porque estou a precisar. Maltinha, sigam-nos nas redes sociais, Instagram, Threads, Eu já não me lembro o que é que o Andrade diz mais, mas nós temos mais coisas para ir para a frente, pelo amor de Deus, sigam. E não percam mais nenhum episódio do Traveling Hoopers. Sigam-nos no YouTube, sigam-nos na nossa página do Instagram e...
We got it next. That's how you finesse. We come for they next. We come to collect. Did it all on my own, yeah. When it brought it back home, yeah. Now they calling my phone, yeah.